All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tag team competition. Both the United States and Smoky Mountain tag titles on the line. Matt Rhodes alongside, yes, you heard me correctly, the commissioner of NWA Smoky Mountain, John Morehouse. John, how you doing?
Doing good, happy to be here, and I think that we're going to see one team tonight is going to ring in the new year, I think, with a clear avenue at an NWA World Tag Team title shot. The winner of this match is going to be double champions. I don't see how they're not going to be at least in the championship picture coming out of this match.
Absolutely. Somebody's walking out of here with 2 sets of tag titles tonight. I noticed that the Heatseekers have conveniently forgot the Smoky Mountain tag titles, and as you were telling me earlier, you will definitely repossess those titles if they were to lose tonight, for them trying to not bring the belts out here. But I'm glad you're out here, John, because you get to see firsthand this dude Dylan Wayne Sizemore's been up to as of late, getting involved in matches, trying to sway the outcome here. But let's hope it's a straight tag team matchup as you see the Southern Psycho, Elliott Russell, side headlock applied to Gavin Daring. Big shoulder block there by the bigger Elliott Russell. Man, he has been impressive. You've got to give the kid credit where credit is due.
You know, I think if it was their most improved award, beautiful arm right there by Daring, but, you know, probably the most improved competitor on the entire roster in NWA Smoky Mountain, Elliott Russell in 2014.
Absolutely. You've got to give Sigmund the credit for that. I know Sigmund very well. I don't agree with Sigmund's choice in running mates, but nonetheless, Sigmund is one of the smartest competitors in the world today. But also Elliott, under the tutelage of Dr. Tom Pritchard, all that wealth of knowledge of being a former head trainer of the biggest wrestling organization in the United States has to come in handy for Elliott Russell. This man has had a huge 2014, 2015 maybe bigger. Sigmund runs into an elbow and a drop kick, and Air America's had a wonderful year as well, becoming United States Tag Team Champions, and what an incredible feat for this young tag team.
But I think in this match, you got to wonder, Skylar Cruz, you know, he went on the shelf this fall with a shoulder injury. It's the first big match for him since coming back from that injury. You notice the tape, you notice the bandage, and I just wonder about, you know, the Heatseekers are going to target it, and I wonder, you know, is Skylar Cruz...
He's going to take Terry Maple's head off.
Get up, we need that chair.
What the?
Get up.
What? Use somebody else's chair, for God's sakes, Dylan.
That might work with Jonathan Darwin, but you don't take the commissioner's chair, man. That's in the bylaw.
You don't take mine either.
That's right.
That's right. You don't take my chair. Man, I'm sorry to lose it there, but I've been waiting for Terry Maples to get it for a long time. One of these days he's going to get it, and I'm going to be on the floor laughing. Nonetheless, back to the action here.
Well, you know, I was talking about Skylar Cruz and that shoulder. So far, I mean, he looks like he's at 100%, and he definitely needs to be heading into this, you know, big double title match. And the feud between these two teams, Matt, you've been here for almost all of it. Back and forth, going over, you know, battling over the NWA Smoky Mountain Tag Team titles. Then you had the U.S. titles into the fray. Definitely one of the hottest feuds in the promotion this year.
Oh, no doubt. You got to forget I was gone half a year, too, so I missed a lot of it, but I kept up with it. I saw some great matches between these two teams. Air America, I mean, I got to give it to these boys. I was around when these guys got their start. I mean, trained by, you know, Easy Money, former WWE, WCW superstar. You know, a lot of people have their differences with Easy Money, but he done a phenomenal job with these guys, and they've improved on their own over the years since, including capturing regional titles and now the United States Tag Team Championships of the NWA. What an impressive feat that is. That puts them in line as #1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles.
And, you know, you think about those United States tag titles. You think about teams like the Midnight Express, some of the storied teams in wrestling that have held those same belts as Russell countered the big move off the top by Daring there. And now Russell with it, kind of a gut-wrench power bomb there, Matt. That kind of power just wasn't there from him last year.
I love the boots these guys got on the design. I've seen the great Bobby Eaton with a set of tights designed just like that. You mentioned the Midnight Express. Great tag team. They remind me a lot of the Midnight Express. Kind of a mixture between rock and roll and Midnight, but they have a lot of high flying. But Sigmund with a devastating back rake and a big head with a big shot there in the corner. I guess the only thing Air America is missing is a man named James C. Cornette.
Yeah, I think I don't know. They might need a man like James Cornette to counter the devious tactics of a man like Dylan Wayne Sizemore, who Seems, I mean, he's just a guy who's gonna do whatever it takes to get his agency clients where he wants them to be.
Hey, you're the commissioner around here. I'd love to see Jim Cornette take a tennis racket to the skull of Dylan Sizemore. That would be the best gift of all time.
That would be a late Christmas gift, not only for Matt Rhodes, but I think the entire NWA Smoky Mountain fan base to see Dylan Wayne Sizemore taste the tennis racket.
That would be awesome. But you think, talking about great tag team lineage, John, I mean, this is two great young tag teams in 2014 in the professional wrestling industry now, where tag teams are just wadded up and thrown into the wayside. They basically just throw teams together and expect them, to make a success out of it. These guys have chemistry together, being Air America and the Heatseekers. They've meshed well as a tag team, just like the old tag teams of old through the 70s and the 80s.
And I think that's one thing about the NWA. We're trying to bring the tag team wrestling back. Whether you're talking about the Heatseekers, whether you're talking about Air America, whether you're even talking about Chaos, Jeff Connolly and the John Ron, all the way up to the NWA World Tag Team Champions, Lance Hoyt and Harry Smith. I think that tag team wrestling really is one of the staples of what makes the NWA what it is right now.
I'll tell you what, they're the greatest tag team in the world. You're talking about the champions, talking about Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Lance Archer. Great tag team. And, you got to think maybe the winner of this matchup may have a crack at those titles, maybe an opportunity to go over to Japan, where a lot of NWA stars have been represented in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Oh, it's Sigmund. Oh, man. They're going for like a Bronco Buster there. He just got his Bronco busted. As Sigmund is in a bad way. Here comes the tag. Here comes Sky Cruz. And he is laying the leather to the Heatseekers, taped shoulder and all.
Skylar Cruz, man, house of fire here. Gavin Daring, he's going to need some time. He's going to need some time in that corner to recuperate. He's taking a lot of punishment from the Heatseekers. Here in the last few minutes, Cruz with a big spin kick there. Might be waiting for one of those big super kicks that you like so much.
Yeah, glancing blow there by Skylar Cruz. You see Sigmund only down to a knee, but the Bulldog there takes out Elliott Russell. See, Sigmund was playing possum.
Shoulder.
Back to the shoulders. You see the glancing blow earlier really did not connect well with Sigmund, but Sigmund sold it like it hurt him, and he was playing possum. And that has capitalized now and taken advantage of an injured Skylar Cruz, a man who was dropped on his head by a bunch of idiots a few months ago. If I don't believe, maybe Dylan Wayne Sizemore had something to do with that.
And if you're an injured wrestler, Sigmund is about the last guy on the roster you want to be in there. Probably maybe the most technical mastermind on the NWA Smoky Mountain roster. Knows the body parts, knows how to wear them down, knows how to create pain and create misery for a man who's injured. So Skylar Cruz is definitely in a bad spot right now.
I was listening to you there, John, but I was mesmerized with Elliott Russell and how he came into the ring. I was like, what the heck is he doing? This guy is he's psycho. He's crazy. What in Dylan Sizemore intimidating a wrestler here, or imitating a wrestler, and trying to pull on the arm, but even though Dylan Sizemore may be a weakling. Hey, you're right in front of the commissioner. You better watch what you're doing. You'll get a fine in your mailbox. Oh boy, hey boy, I tell you what, he's got a set, don't he?
He'll have some paperwork waiting on him next week.
Well, he's indeed fired up tonight. Dylan Sizemore, he don't care. He's exactly right. He don't care. And that's the problem. He don't care about authority. He don't care about nothing.
He is literally willing to do whatever it takes. And in this case, doing whatever it takes for the Heatseekers to walk out of here as U.S. Tag Team Champs.
There's Sigmund now. The double teamwork here by the Heatseekers. Oh, and the headbutt. And no doubt Sigmund has the hardest head in the business. That is for sure.
And Matt, if you notice, the bandage has been completely removed now from Skylar Cruz's injured shoulder. So now they're going to be able to just do even more damage on it. Definitely a bad spot right now for the U.S. champs.
Absolutely. And to give you an example of what Sigmund's head may feel like in the shoulder, that's about like taking a sledgehammer to the shoulder. It's hard, trust me. But Elliott Russell now delivering the elbows, that they have picked the body part here. I mean, Sigmund's one of the smartest wrestlers in the world, but he doesn't take a dimwit to figure out where the weak point is on the body of Skylar Cruz. That is the shoulder. And Elliott Russell now, he is doing a phenomenal job here in this matchup of injuring that shoulder again. But Skylar Cruz showing what he's made of here. Oh, Russian leg sweep, the finisher. Russell has put opponents away with this move, and we may have new United States champions know as Skylar kicks out.
Shades of Brad Armstrong there with that Russian leg sweep, and as you mentioned, he has put away many an opponent this year with that maneuver. I don't know, it's just such a tough spot. I mean, Skylar, it just takes away so much when you literally wonder if he's even going to be able to use that arm as this match goes on longer and longer.
You mentioned the Russian leg sweep. Russell, a great crossover between the late, great Brad Armstrong and also the late, great Brian Pillman. He reminds me so much of those two guys. It's uncanny. This guy he's got star written all over him. He, like right there across the shoulder. Again, might as well just take a sledgehammer to the shoulder. Sigmund has a hard head. I don't know if you've seen Siggy's baby picture, but it's kind of freaky out.
Anyone who can trade headbutts with Daniel Mulligan and still be standing, which I've seen Sigmund do on multiple occasions, I mean, that speaks to the hard-headedness that he possesses.
Sigmund's aggressive. I've seen Sigmund being aggressive before, but he's taking it to a whole nother level here. I know personally Sigmund's getting tired of Air America. He's getting tired of being in the ring with these guys. He wants to put them behind him. He wants to be dual tag team champions. He wants to move on.
Well, for him, the year started. Him and Sean Schultz trying to dethrone Air America, NWA Smoky Mountain Tag Team Champions at the time. They failed. Then Sigmund turned to Elliot Russell, his protege. Said, you should be my partner all along. There's a cover. Oh, 2 count there. Turned his protege, Elliot Russell. The new Heatseekers were born. And then they unseated Air America. Then Air America defeated the Heatseekers at the end of that one-night tournament, the Morgan Memorial, to crown those U.S. Tag Team Champions. So now it's all on the line here. All the belts, all on the line, all here at the finale.
It all comes to a head tonight. You made mention to Sig's tag partners at the beginning of the year. The difference between Schultz and Russell. Sigmund could control Russell. He couldn't control Schultz. And there was a kick right to the chin. It wasn't quite the super kick, but it had a punch to it. Can he make the tag? The dangerous Gavin. Gavin needs in this matchup in the worst possible way. John Morehouse, he has to get in. Skylar Cruz in trouble.
He does. I mean, but right now he's closer to the neutral corner. I'm not sure if Skylar Cruz even knows where he's at right now. He's taking so much punishment, not only to the arm, the Russian leg sweep, and there's the tag. There's the tag for the Heatseekers.
And there's the tag. The dangerous Gavin Daring. Hey, man, he came in on fire. And a clothesline to Sigmund. Takes down Elliot Russell. And Air America's Gavin Daring single-handedly taking it to the Heatseekers here.
Gavin Daring is on fire right now. Big splash in the corner. Russell coming up. He ducks it.
Oh, the sling blade. He's going to go for the cover. 1, 2, down your fall.
I thought that would have... I really thought that would have done it right there. I thought that was close.
For the right hand by Elliot Russell. A jawbreaker there. Oh, smartly falls into the tag. What a veteran move. Going for it. A sliced spread. The version of sliced bread. And we may have it. 1, 2, and Russell breaks it up at the last count.
Just such veteran savvy for a guy with only a couple years in the sport from Elliot Russell. But right now, Skylar Cruz, he's down. He's hurt on the outside, and then Russell trying to get back in. It's almost like a handicap match here, Matt Rhodes.
A neck breaker there with the assist from Sigmund. Cover here. Very nonchalant cover. Oh, he almost had it. Almost had it.
How do you not put your whole... I can't believe that from Sigmund. Such a smart wrestler. It's like, wait a minute.
Look out, he's got the title. He's got the championship in his hand. Dylan Sizemore has the referee distracted. Go figure.
I don't understand. Austin West needs to turn around. He's missing. Sigmund's got the belt. He's going to win. Look out.
He ducks under. And Zagiri the belt. Ricocheted right back into the skull of Sigmund.
Russell's got the title.
Drop kick. Russell, drop kick down to the ground. Gavin, he's got him. He's going to go for the cover. Dylan Sizemore's bum fuzzled. No!
Oh, man. How in the world do you... Matt Rhodes, that just had to be pure instinct on Sigmund's part after taking the belt, kicked right back into his face. And now Skylar Cruz is down. Elliot Russell is down. So it's like a singles match right now between these two. And Gavin Daring currently is the freshest man in the match, it appears to be, as he's heading up to the top rope.
Oh! And the tag. Wait a minute there. Oh, big miscue there. That's Sigmund going for a armbar.
Sort of like a... I've seen some MMA holds in my day, like a modified Kimura almost, and Skylar Cruz is tapped out. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, I didn't see that one coming.